Well, a Bahamian doctor abroad getting a scare from the COVID-19 pandemic, Amajal Knowles tells us more.
Breathing troubles, a fever, body aches, a dry cough. Many of the common indicators of a person that could be battling the novel coronavirus. All of these extremities were present in a Bahamian researcher abroad, and the test results baffled both her and her doctor. Dr. Danielle McFarlane currently works as a clinical research scientist with Onco Synergy, a cancer biotech company based in Greenwich, Connecticut. But it was her travels to the U.S. hotbed of COVID-19 in New York, New Rochelle to be exact, when she started to experience the symptoms.
I started coughing and stuff more, and then that point I started to have the shortness of breath. Like I couldn't breathe, and when I would cough, it'd be especially bad. So I called my doctor the next day. So they prescribed me a cough suppressant, and then they thought that it was progressing into either bronchitis or pneumonia, so they gave me antibiotics for that, and then they put me on an inhaler. It was about a week and a half since I got tested, and they were like, if it comes back negative, then they believe it's a false negative because I'm experiencing all of the symptoms. And then, so the medication did help. I'm still coughing and still really tired, but like I didn't have my fever anymore. My airways opened up.
She added upon returning home, the symptoms would begin to become a bit more severe.
Days progressed, I started having other symptoms. I had a headache, I was achy, I was coughing, I had fever, I had chills. And so as it progressed, I was like, okay, something wrong. So I called the health department just because I knew I had been in the New York area and that place was a hotspot. And so they said my symptoms matched and they wanted me to get tested, but they weren't going to test me because the only thing I didn't have was I didn't come in contact with a confirmed case. And so they told me to call my physician and find out and have them test me. And so it's back and forth between the health department and the physician. And so finally, my physician was like, okay, come in.
McFarlane also explaining what exactly is a false negative test.
That's saying your test came back negative, but that's incorrect and you really do have something. Anytime you have a medical test, there's some margin of error that the result you get is incorrect. With this COVID testing, it just popped up on the world and spread so quickly. They're still optimizing the testing. So I've read and seen articles where people have reported between 60 to 80% accuracy on the test.
Dr. McFarlane is, as previously mentioned, on a prescribed cough suppressant inhaler, and recently she's been told to go into an emergency room if the symptoms worsen and continue to self-isolate. For ZNS Network News, I'm Amajal Knowles.